this is Democrat Shill Van Lathan. He's absolutely despicable. He's kind of like a B-grade Charlemagne the Fraud, these weird like hall monitor slave catcher type of guys who are ready, willing, and able to let you know that black people always vote Democrat. But here, he kind of understands what's going on, which almost makes it worse because he sees it, but decides he's going to do it anyways, which is fairly similar to Charlemagne the Fraud, admitting that, well, yeah, I don't really like either one of them, but I know where my bread is buttered.
The reality is I think both candidates are trash. So but I am going to vote in November, and I'm going to vote my best interest, and I'm going to vote who I think, can preserve democracy.
But my name is Eric. This channel is called Report and Opine. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'm absolutely begging you.
I'm begging you, please. Come on, please.
It would help me a lot, and it would cost you nothing. But if you wanted to help me even more and spend some money, you would buy my book, New York City 2020, Gotham Unglued, on Amazon.com. That link will be in the description. But here he says, a message to the Democrats. Stop gaslighting us and fix your campaign. How many times have I said that? Go back to the dungeon and come up with a plan that is not completely despicable. And here he's pretending like this is groundbreaking stuff. And this is Isaac Hayes 3. I don't know if that's like the son or the grandson of Isaac. I don't know, but he says, this is key. This is absolutely false. He's the incumbent president. Only 10 U.S. presidents have been previously defeated for a second term. That means 79% of presidents win re-election. On top of that, white supremacy is the fire-breathing dragon, and because we'll see in a moment that he uses a dragon analogy there. And the current Republican Party are the ones who want to let the dragon loose on minorities and Democrats. That's completely made up. It's all in your head, and I don't think that this Isaac Hayes guy is totally evil and maniacal like the political regime. Perhaps he's just stupid, and that's me doing him a solid. But here he says, this is the best part. We don't have time for these conversations. They are pointless. Agent Winter is coming. I don't know. I guess that's his album or something, but that's what they want. Just think about the white supremacy, and there is no time for conversations. That's what, so when this guy who is telling regular black people, who show up at the Waka Flocka concert, but that's a different story, but when he's telling people like them that they have to stay on the plantation, and of course, Ye was the person who kind of, kicked the door in way back in 2015, but that's a different story. So when this guy is trying to keep regular black people on the plantation, then you have other influencer black people trying to keep this guy on the Democrat plantation. It's all absolutely disgusting. And look at this second comment here. I'm just reading this for the first time, but bro, they can hold Biden up like Weekend at Bernie's and he'll be getting my vote in this election. Absolute insanity. And there's the other clip from the Nick Shirley video where the lady admits that Trump is kicking the crap out of Bo Biden, but she's going to stick beside him anyways.
I'm going to always be a Democratic because I'm doing the whole straight up and down thing, voting with what my community is. So even though it is what it is, I wouldn't go any other way but Democrat.
And even if Joe Biden does perform horribly tonight, you're still going to keep voting for him?
I'm still going to keep voting for him.
This is your man.
Yes.
Look at the screen.
That's mine. I'm gonna stick beside him.
And that's what you're going to settle for.
I'm going to stick beside him.
That's a different story.
Message to my Democratic friends, the big Democrats. I know some of them. First off, let me say something. I'll be voting for Joe Biden. I believe that politics.
Yep, so there he is, right? There's like, I know how bad this is, but I'm still one of you guys. I'm still on the plantation. Don't kick me out totally.
Petitions are collections of ideas, policies, the execution of those things. So
that's you justifying it. So I guess what he's trying to say is, well, I like open borders and I like salt on crime policies. I don't really like Bo Biden so much, but don't worry, I'm still going to vote Democrat. I'm still one of you guys. What a coward.
Who you are, to me, doesn't matter as much as the freedoms and the opportunities that you represent.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. It's about what you represent. There's another story I saw recently about how, debates don't really matter too much anymore. I mean, these guys, these people, you people.
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
Will go to any length to, I guess, for whatever reason, protect Bo Biden. But why?
I've heard a lot of people speaking to people in ways that don't address the old ass elephant that's in the room. You essentially are looking at your electorate after that debate performance and saying, suck it up and fucking fall in line. We got work to do. I don't think that that's appropriate. I think that.
Yes, correct. That's exactly what they said. It's not appropriate, but you're going to do it anyways.
That's fucking disrespectful. And it's particularly disrespectful for the Democrats to do it because this entire election cycle, the Democrats have been scaring the shit out of us. They've told us that there is this big fucking orange dragon that is breathing fire at us. This fire is going to burn up democracy. It's going to burn up our voting rights, bodily autonomy. The very fabric of the country is under a fire-breathing attack from this gigantic, huge harbinger dragon. And who do they trot out to fight this dragon? Orville Redenbacher. Literally, gigantic dragon, gonna burn up the whole country, and they send out a Walmart greeter to fight the fucking dragon. And we're not supposed to have any concerns.
Sure.
So my thing to Democrats is this. Instead of scolding, belittling us, and calling us out, come to terms with the reality. And the reality is that the Democratic establishment brought someone to this dance who might break his fucking hip. And if that's who we got to vote for, fine. If that's the only way to preserve bodily autonomy, to preserve voting.
Yeah, vote for the decrepit old man because they tell you to. Otherwise, some ladies, some beautiful, brave, strong women are not going to be able to eliminate their children. Is that the point he's making?
Rights. To preserve democracy, fine. But get this motherfucker ready and get off our backs about it. Because the establishment chose this candidate in 2020 and they chose him again in 2024. They had opportunities to open this up to a primary for different voices or to rotate somebody else in, and they said no. Maybe they did it because they believe that Joe Biden is the only guy who could possibly beat Donald Trump.
If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
I don't know enough about it to know whether or not that's true or not. Mm-hmm. But what I do know is I'm not going to act like I don't have eyes and ears for the Democratic Party. I don't work for them. They fucking work for me.
Yeah, but you are going to do that. And you literally said that, right? Which almost, like I said, is even a little bit more sinister because you can see right through it, but you're going to just obey anyways. And it never even dawned on you that maybe there's somebody else out there that is not a giant fire-breathing dragon. Nope. I need to, and I've said this several times, and I'm by no stretch of the imagination a supporter of the Democrats. I'm trying to help them out. It's just common sense. Go back to the dungeon, come up with something that people don't despise quite as much, but you refuse to do that. And even when guys like this can see through that maniacal manipulation, he says, well, I don't want to, but I'm going to do it anyways.